Part 3. In this part, you will hear some short talks. After each talk, you will answer some questions about it. Choose the best answer to the question from the choices printed in the test booklet and mark your answer on the separate answer sheet. You should mark A, B, C, or D. There are 17 questions in Part 3. The talks and questions will not be repeated. If you want to, you may take notes in your booklet as you listen. Please listen carefully. Now turn the page. Numbers 44 to 47. Listen to a talk by a police officer.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank the director of Hilltop Community Center for inviting me to come here today to talk about one of the most common problems in our city at the moment. That's bicycle theft. Every year, thousands of bicycles are stolen, and I'd like to talk about a few ways to avoid anyone taking your bicycle. Right. First of all, you need to know that about half of all bicycles are taken from people's own property. So, when you leave your bike at home, put it out of sight in a secure place, in a garage or something like that, and keep the door locked. When you have to leave your bike somewhere that is not your own property, choose the location carefully. Avoid isolated or dark places and try to find somewhere many other people leave their bicycles too. You also need to be careful about what you lock your bike to. You should always lock your bike to an immovable object, a bike rack or ground anchor. If possible, lock both the wheels and the frame of your bike to the object. That way, no one will be able to take any part of your bike. Don't forget to secure or remove articles that can be taken off your bike. For example, a speedometer, lights, or even a pump. Anything that's not locked is easy for a thief to take, and that's exactly what we want to avoid.
Number 44. What is the speaker mainly discussing? Number 45. Why does the speaker mention garages? Number 46. What does the speaker state about locking a bicycle? Number 47. According to the speaker, what should bike users do in addition to locking their bikes? Numbers 48 to 51. Listen to a presentation at a business conference.
Good morning. I'm here today to talk about an exciting new service called neuromarketing. This is a radical new approach to marketing, and we think it's necessary. Here's why. Worldwide, there are about 2 million different product brands available. And of course, many of these products are similar to one another. Just think about how many different brands of toothpaste there are. So the big challenge for companies is getting people to buy your product instead of your competitor's product. And what's the number one way to get people's attention? Advertising. But the problem is that the average adult in the United States sees or hears about 3,000 advertisements daily. This is an enormous amount of information for our brains to process. And that's what's behind neuromarketing. See, groups of cells in our brains, called neurons, respond to everything we come in contact with, including advertisements. This suggests that marketing can affect our brain cells and influence our behavior. So with neuromarketing, we're monitoring the brain activity of people while they look at advertisements. That way, we can determine which ads are effective and which ones aren't. To do this, we scan people's brains using a technology called functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI. Then we look at how people's brains react to different advertisements. fMRI can help reveal consumer preferences. And this information can be used to help create more effective advertisements and better products.
Number 48. What big challenge does the speaker describe? Number 49. Why does the speaker mention how many advertisements people see each day? Number 50. How is the company using the new technology? Number 51. What does the speaker mean when she says,
fMRI can help reveal consumer preferences? Numbers 52 to 56. Listen to a lecture at a conference.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be at the 3rd Annual Children's Health Conference. My talk today will focus on a study my colleagues and I have done showing that children are increasing their consumption of beverages sweetened with sugar and that this has consequences for their health. The number of calories children get from sugary beverages has increased over the past 2 decades in the United States. We looked at both younger children and teenagers and found that they are currently getting about 20 more calories a day from these beverages than children did 20 years ago. This may not sound like much, but it's actually a substantial increase in calories. You should consider that these drinks are very low in vitamins and other nutrients. This means children are adding empty calories, or calories that offer little health benefit, to their diet. We found that sugar-sweetened beverages make up about 16% of the total number of calories most teenagers consume daily. To put this into perspective, a teenage boy would need to spend over 3 hours walking to be able to burn off these extra calories. The bottom line is, children are taking in more calories than they're burning. They're getting more than they need. The result is that kids are gaining weight. We feel that reducing the consumption of sugary beverages would benefit kids' health and help keep them fit.
Number 52. What is the speaker's main purpose? Number 53. What does the study show about children's diet 20 years ago? Number 54. Why does the speaker mention empty calories? Number 55. What did the study find is true about many teens in the United States? Number 56. What does the speaker mean when she says,
This may not sound like much, but it's actually a substantial increase in calories.
Numbers 57 to 60. Listen to a director speaking to a group of employees.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for making time for our staff meeting today. I've heard there are still quite a few questions about the new vacation policy, so I thought it might be best if we could go over it together. Under the previous policy, everyone automatically got 10 days off a year of paid vacation time plus 4 paid national holidays. The new policy may seem more complicated, but in the end might actually work out better for you. You see, with the new policy, all employees still get 4 paid national holidays, but the amount of paid vacation time you get depends on how long you've been with the company. After your first 2 months on the job here, that is, after you complete the training and probationary period, after your first 2 months, you'll accrue 1 vacation day for each month you work. So, the first year you're here, you'll earn 10 days off, but in the years after that, you'll earn 12 days off each year. That is, 1 day per month. And that's more vacation than the previous policy allowed. Also, a note about using your vacation time. You should notify your supervisor at least 1 week before you want to take time off. We try to accommodate everyone's requests, but we can't have too many people out at the same time. I know this is a lot to process, so please, if you have any questions, do feel free to contact me.
Number 57. Why is the woman speaking to the employees? Number 58. Why does the woman think that employees will approve of the vacation policy? Number 59. What must an employee do in order to take time off? Number 60. What does the speaker mean when she says,
We try to accommodate everyone's requests, but we can't have too many people out at the same time.
End of the listening test.